Well, welcome back, everyone. There's an organization in Saratoga called Saratoga Sponsor a Scholar. Premise is very simple, but very difficult to pull off. There are some underprivileged kids who have the ability to go to college and can't afford to go to college. And with me today is Jim Levine, who's the executive director, volunteer executive director of Saratoga Sponsor a Scholar, and also one of my friends. Hello, Jim.
Hi, Jesse. Thanks for having us on. And I think this is the 5th year that Look TV has been a volunteer media sponsor of our annual bowling event. We very much appreciate it.
Oh, and anything we can do to help. This is a great organization.
It is.
Now, Jim and I worked together 3 years ago in a video where we actually profiled 5 of these kids.
Yeah.
It was a remarkable piece of work.
All 5 of those kids are in college.
I know.
And doing well.
I know they are. Yeah. So for our viewers who are not familiar with it, give us a little background. What is Sponsor a Scholar?
Sponsor a Scholar was started 6 years ago by the collaborative efforts of Skidmore College, the Saratoga Mentoring Program, the Saratoga Springs High School, and a group of about 12 or 15 individuals within the community. I mean, when most people think about Saratoga Springs, you think about our vibrant downtown, the mansions on North Broadway and Union Avenue, the tremendous wealth and excitement that comes into town during the thoroughbred racing season. But what you don't see is you don't see that there are 1,200 kids in the public school system who are eligible for federally assisted or free lunches, and there's over 160 kids in the school system that are homeless. Now, many of these kids are intellectually bright, do well academically, participate in sports, exhibit good citizenship, and have the desire to go on and further themselves in education. Most of these kids don't come from families where somebody has gone on to college because of their financial situation. And as such, they really don't know what the process is, the procedures, which courses they should take, and they also don't have the resources that other kids have. So they have the skill sets, they just don't have the opportunities.
Now, you know, I'm reminded of one of the kids that we profiled, and they say it's so, like it's just so matter of fact. Here's a kid that slept on a friend's couch in South Glens Falls and used to hitchhike to Saratoga every day.
He was one of our homeless kids. Most days he'd catch a ride with his girlfriend's father, but then he was on his own when he was down here, so many nights during the week he'd sleep with friends, and friends would just put him on the couch or let him sleep in the basement or something. But he also worked 20 hours a week to put himself, because he had no money for clothes. But this is a kid that's now in his 2nd year at Potsdam and doing very well.
I love it. Oh, okay, so let's just talk about the eligibility. You're kind of hinting about this anyway.
Yeah.
What's the criteria for choosing a student?
Well, they have to be eligible for the federally subsidized or free lunch program. And then they have to have a 75 or better average. They have to have recommendations from teachers and guidance counselors. They have to have exhibited no ill behavior in the community. They have to participate in community activities and sports. And every year we have about 30 applicants. We choose 10 kids at the end of the freshman year each year out of a group of about 30 applicants, and those applicants must be accompanied by their parents because we want a family commitment as well. And what we promise each of those 10 kids, if you're in the program, is a 7-year commitment, the last 3 years of high school and all 4 years of college. And we promise them that we'll spend up to $10,000 on them to help them develop the skills and overcome the obstacles they have and give them the education that they need in order to successfully apply to college and then do well in college. So we ask of them, and they sign a contract, because this is not a gift, it's an opportunity, and we expect them to perform. They have weekly homework sessions that they must attend. They must go with a private tutor if any of their courses falls below a 75. They're assigned a mentor, an individual, an adult in this community who spends at least 1 day a month with them during the high school and keeps in touch with them during college, so they have somebody to talk to other than parents and school officials, so we can get things out. We also give them basic things, like a lot of these kids can't afford a scientific calculator. We've had years when we had to buy 5 book bags and paper and pencils. But we also provide them beyond the basics. We provide them with PSAT and SAT training courses. We pay for their exam fees to take the SAT and the PSAT. We tell them what they should be taking in school, whether there's AP class, fees. All of that stuff adds up. We also take them on numerous trips to colleges, and these are kids that have never seen a college campus, and they go overnight. Skidmore has been a great partner in this, and Skidmore, one of the things that Skidmore provides is a day-long study skills program. These kids just nobody's ever taught them how to organize their stuff and study. Skidmore also lets the kids spend the night on campus, and it's just a tremendous opportunity for them. They come away from there so enthralled, and they say, my God, we could actually do something like this. I could never believe it before I was here.
You know, and I can tell the viewers because I've seen it firsthand, this is no free ride for these kids.
No.
We've been at those sessions, and we also went on one of the college trips with them. And just to see the excitement in their faces, not so much because of what they're experiencing, but for the opportunity, if they know they can make the grade, that they'll have this opportunity. Now, I was just doing the math real quickly. You've got to raise some money.
Well, we take 10 kids each year, and we promise them $10,000 in support. And we've been very fortunate in that it would cost us more, but the Saratoga Springs High School provides us with a place in order to meet with these students. They help us recruit tutors, so they've helped defray a lot of our costs. But that's $100,000. Anything above $100,000 is gravy to us. With 10 kids, $10,000, it's an easy equation. We don't have any paid administrative staff. All marketing, advertising, and other overhead costs are paid for by board members.
Right.
That way I can come to you and say, if you donate $1 to Saratoga Sponsor a Scholar, I can guarantee you that 100% of it's going to go directly to the children.
Great.
So we do that through one fundraising event a year, and it's pretty amazing we've been able to achieve this. We have an annual bowling event.
Yeah, let's talk about the event.
Yeah.
When is it, and what is it?
It's May 10th, and it's all day. It's a Saratoga Strike Zone, which is generously donated every year by the Sheldons and the Perillos. And all day long, whoever comes to bowl at Saratoga Strike Zone is half-price bowling, courtesy of Saratoga Sponsor a Scholar, and Saratoga Strike Zone donates all of those proceeds to the charity. That evening, we have a cocktail party. We call it the Gutter Ball Bash, from 7 to 11. We have live music. We have an incredible auction. This year we have some great sports memorabilia, including a signed jersey by Mariano Rivera.
Wow.
And cocktails, and we have food by Hattie's, which is a big draw. We get about 150 to 200 people, and we talk about the program, and we don't spend a lot of time lecturing or giving speeches, but we just enjoy each other, and people get to talk to the kids and have a nice evening. People support this by becoming sponsors, either a lane sponsor for $1,000, an event sponsor for $5,000, or a scholar event sponsor for $10,000. This year we have I think we have 2 $10,000 sponsors, 4 $5,000 sponsors, and I think 70 $1,000 sponsors. So I think we're up to about $96,000 right now.
Great.
And at 100, we break even.
Boy, I really encourage. Now, all the information will be on our website. We'll push them to your website also, so you'll know. And I really encourage everyone. This is a seriously worthwhile organization where everything goes for the benefit of the deserving student.
The best thing about it is it works. We've had 3 graduating classes, and all 28 of our seniors who graduated were accepted to college. These are kids who never were going to go to college.
Well, you're telling me.
And I have 28 kids in the high school level right now, and 22 of them are on the honor or high honor roll. They're going to college. So when you take a kid like that who wasn't going to go and he becomes the first in his family, it starts hopefully a tree, and his children go and their children go. Right. And these are kids that will come back to Saratoga Springs, and they'll enhance the fabric of our community. It's the best investment in Saratoga Springs there is. There's absolutely nothing else.
I hear you. Well, I'm going to dust off my bowling shoes again. I look forward to the event, and thank you very much for coming in,
Thanks
Jim.
for your support, Jesse.
Oh, whatever we can do. Look, to see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.